another Killer Planes video.
Hey there, it's Steve from Killer Planes. How cool do I look? I got a Killer Planes shirt on, right? How cool do I look now? I probably look cooler because, well, you're not looking at me. So, this looks cool. This is the HC Hobby Mosquito. This is de Havilland Mosquito, which was the World War II version of the F-14 made by the British, flown by them. It was entirely plywood, this plane. Monocoque, I believe they call it, construction.
Monocoque.
And it had 4 cannons in the front. Does someone know what kind of cannons these were? That's today's test. And it had actually bomb bays, so it carried internal bombs. It was a 2-man plane. It flew well over 400 miles an hour, and no one could catch it when they first had these. So they would take the guns out, take the bombs out, send this thing over Germany with cameras in it, and nobody could catch it. It would just fly around, take pictures, fly back. So, we're gonna fly this one around for you. This is one of the most stunningly detailed planes I have personally ever seen for a foamy. I don't know, maybe other planes are more detailed than this, but I have yet to see them. This thing has working radiators under the wings here where the radiators were in the real plane. They put the speed controllers in here, and there's an intake and an exhaust. Unbelievable. These guys are into all this stuff. These were the first guys to do the amazingly realistic separate doors, separate wheels coming down. Let's show you. They look like this. Is that too cool or what? And then when you put them back up, just like the real thing. This is unbelievable, this plane. It also is heavy, so it flies stably. I'm in love with this plane. Well, I'm in love with Denise, but I like this plane a lot. So it's got working cannons in the nose. They fire little tiny shells, and you can just go after the people you don't like, you know what I'm saying? And if you could shrink yourself down and put yourself in this cockpit, you could take a ride in this baby. Now, how's that for cool? So, I'm not gonna go on forever about the features like the blinking lights and all this stuff and the twin engines and counter-rotating propellers and everything else. We put crash proofing in here because, well, we do that, but I'm not gonna show you how well it works with this plane, am I? So, without further ado, let's fire it up.
Steve's actually taking his plane for a walk. The dogs would be jealous. They want to go for a walk.
Put the gear down.
There you go, just like there, you can put it up. So.
Whoa, where are you going there? Man, that's a heck of a plane.
That looked kind of scale. Does this thing fly scale to you?
Yep. It looks really real.
Alright, that's a very cool plane.
I think it's tail heavy though. I think I could put more weight in the nose.
Wow, that's incredible because it looked like it was nose heavy, didn't it?
No, the nose is up.
But it looked like it was nose heavy when you did the center of gravity.
Oh yeah, it did. So I think they have the center of gravity off, but the nose is up all the time. You see it's sticking up in the air there, and it should be further down. Oh man, this thing rocks! Look at that sucker! I'm sorry, this couldn't look more realistic. You ever seen the movie 633 Squadron? This looks like a mosquito, man, in the air. Don't do that.
Ooh, be careful. He's too pretty to crash.
I took a nosedive there. It's actually kind of slow, so I think we could do with a 4-cell battery.
What do we have in it now?
This is a 3-cell. And that's what they say, you know, that's what they give you with it. Let's slow it down and see how it flies.
Be careful. Whoa.
Well, it'll be easy to land.
Wants to come in.
It feels like it's running out of power to me, though.
Oh, wow.
I've had it at full throttle the whole time.
Okay, well, you better bring it in. Let's not risk it.
Man, that's a hell of a beautiful plane.
Maiden flight. She's gorgeous.
And this is a maiden flight, so this flies, you know, fairly easily.
He lifted right off the ground. There you go. There's your 3 minutes.
Love those twin props.
All right, don't push it, baby.
All right, let's go for a gear down.
Let's bring her in nice and easy.
Gear down.
Oops. There it goes. Didn't really see that too well, but...
Whoa, that's a skid.
No, is that because you put the gear down?
No, it's because I did a radical input. Okay, here we go.
Gentle, gentle. Ooh, daggone it.
Well, you saw that landing, and that's because I cut the power way down like I do with a lot of other planes, and this plane is very heavy, so it just dropped. So I guess the idea is fly it down kind of close to the ground on half power, then cut the power down, and it'll just settle right down. There'll be no problems getting this plane back onto the ground. I'm not sure how much it weighs, but I think it's like 4 pounds or something. It's a very heavy plane, and it flies, you know, like you would expect a plane with some weight to fly. It's a gorgeous flyer. So actually this plane is quite robust. Of course, the crash proofing helps out. There's crash proofing in these nacelles and all through the body and everything, but the parts of the plane, they just kind of snapped off. In other words, the foam came off the hinge, but the hinge didn't break. None of these broke. Nothing broke in here. People, you know, some parts just bent. These are metal rods that open these gears and close them. So they're honking stuff. They're not like the little plastic rods and all the rest of them. These are very robust planes. I mean, I just dropped this down onto the runway from like, what, 6 feet or something. Real nice flying job. But anyways, that'll show you. You don't want to just cut the power on this plane to glide in. It's not going to glide in. You want to put the plane down the way you're supposed to. Fly it down close to the ground and then loosen your power up and it'll just drop onto the runway. And when you drop it onto the runway, you want to do that from like 3 inches, not 6 feet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you. And Steve from Killer Planes with a plane that he tried to kill. Next time, we'll fly it the right way.
Gentle. Ooh, daggone it.